Hello, I'm Pete Auger. Welcome to this edition of After the Gavel. Actually going to cover two sessions of council meetings on this session. The first one being the budget session. City Council budget session is very interesting as it's part of our whole entire budget process. During this, the City Council works on goals and objectives, the goals being short-term in nature and then the longer-term objectives. City staff really aims to hit the goals in every year of the budget. We bring a budget to them. We reviewed the budget for 18-19. The interesting thing, or the most important thing, is it is balanced. City Council also looks another 2 years out, so we do a 3-year budget, and each of the out-year budgets are also balanced. We have a very robust capital improvement program with new things coming into our parks, our new DPS, continuation of this year's budget and last year's budget. And we're also spending, council is very focused on spending actually, about $10 million on our roads this year. So it's a very robust capital improvement budget, and the overall budget is balanced and ready to go. Then at our regular council meeting, we had two presentations. The first one is a proclamation recognizing May as Building Safety Month. This is actually a joint proclamation recognizing two departments, the Community Development Department and our Fire Department. The focus this year is really on smoke detectors, and it sounds like a minor thing, but do you realize that the deaths that occurred through fires in Novi over the last several years all have been traced back to they did not have an operable or working fire smoke detector. So it is important. It's a minor thing. It might seem like a small product in your home, but it is really important for you to have an operable fire or smoke detector. The second presentation was a Beautification Commission update, where staff updated City Council on some really cool stuff the Beautification Commission is working on. It's got some really exciting things coming forward, and staff did a nice presentation, and council was impressed with where this commission is going. During the action agenda for City Council, they approved the first reading of the text amendment 18-125.24. I'm sure all of you know exactly what that is, but it was to amend the City of Novi Woodlands Protection Ordinance. Great, robust discussion, as always, on our woodland ordinance. One thing that was asked to be added to the ordinance for the second reading was giving credit to developers when they're developing a lot if they transplant the tree on the lot and then put it back in their final design, which I think we can easily do, and look forward to that at the next council meeting. Also at the council table, they discussed the Canadian goose problem. Actually, we've had a homeowners association come forward and ask the City Council pass a resolution which is needed for them to work with the DNR to move these geese further north to where they belong. Hence, they're called Canadian geese. Actually, in all seriousness, this is an invasive bird that comes in, and once they nest and once they're born in a certain area, they have their own homing device, and they always come back to that same location. That's why it seems like people are getting overrun by geese sometimes in some area. The DNR has a program. They work with private contractors to actually disturb the geese and get them to move along. No foul play here. An item that was added to the council agenda last night was dealing with our U.S. Post Office. Apparently, when the post office moved one of our zip codes up to the Walled Lake branch of the Postal Service, we're seeing some delays in delivery. So staff is going to look into that for our residents and report back to council what we find. Well, thank you for tuning in to this edition of After the Gavel. Till next time, if you need any information, check out cityofnovi.org.